welcome back to my channel, everybody. It's lovely to see you. If you're new around here, then my name is Emma. If you don't know me, if you enjoyed this video, then please don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. You find me in my PJs, just done the school run, put a jumper over the top, nobody knew. And I'm going out to meet a friend for coffee this morning, so I thought I would do a little bit of a get ready with me. I mentioned in a video a couple of weeks ago, or last week, that I had used some makeup from Trinny London. I had actually used my makeup stack, which I bought a couple of weeks ago. And when I did a video, I filmed a video of me putting it all on, and then when I watched it back, it was just a bit shit, really. So I just wanted it to be a little bit more casual, really, if you know what I mean. And I think because I've had 2 weeks of using it now, I can kind of give you honest reviews about it. So I'm basically meeting a friend for coffee. Not sure if we'll have breakfast, so I've put an emergency cinnamon bun in my bag I put on the way home, because she's quite gymmy, as in gymmy, it's like she goes to the gym. She's quite body conscious, and I don't know if she'll want breakfast or cake. So I think, well, I don't really want to eat cake by myself, so if she doesn't want to eat cake, then I'll just scoff it on the way home. So I just thought, I'm only going to be dead casual. I've done my hair. I did it on, I think I washed my hair on Monday, and then I've used a couple of products on it just to zhuzh it back up again, but obviously I've scraped it back, but I'll show you at the end what I've done. So the first product that I've got is the Trinny London BFF cream, and I've bought this in light medium, and this is a skin perfector with an SPF of 30, and this is supposed to wake your skin up, which, let's face it, I need. I worked a night shift on Sunday night, was like The Walking Dead on Monday, had about 3 hours sleep, and then I'd worked a long day again yesterday and it was really busy. I woke up this morning, you know, and you're just like, you wake up and your face was like that. And it's kind of, you know, it's been 2 hours since I've woke up, so it's kind of settled where it's going to settle. So I just thought I need something to wake me up. So this, like I say, has an SPF of 30. I've got the colour light medium. It's supposed to change, sort of alter to the actual colour of your skin, to the tone of your skin. So it comes out white. And in order to get the SPF, you have to use 3 pumps. I'm sorry, I'm just going to have a drink. This is like coffee number 4 or something ridiculous. I tried to drink, because I was aware that I was drinking a bit too much coffee. I bought some lemon and ginger tea bags. It's no substitute, let me tell you. You know when you think, I'm going to drink green tea, and I'm going to start doing yoga. And no, just coffee and cake, basically. So, right, I've put foundation, no I haven't, I've put face cream on, I've washed my face. I'm a bit of a little advert at the minute. I've washed my face using the moisturising facial wash. Doesn't look much like Simple, does it? And then I've used their classic face cream. I really like this. It's about £3, and it's really velvety soft. I do have that as well, which is the serum, but I'm on the dregs of that, I think, and so I'm just using that at night now, so I haven't used that this morning. And then for days when I'm really struggling and I look like Freddy Krueger, I've got Clarins Boosted Detox, which I have to admit I got in a gift box, I think, last year, and you literally have to put 5 drops on, but you can't use it by itself. You have to mix it with your moisturiser, which is really difficult, because I dab my moisturiser on, and then you have to like pour this onto the bits where your moisturiser are and then rub it up. I mean, I suppose there's a different way of doing it, but that's the way I do it. But I'm alright, I don't need that today. So I've done that. The reason I'm telling you this is because if you use a moisturiser and then straight away you put this on, what's it called, where it almost like, it feels like it's, is it pilling? Where you like put it on and then there's bits that seem to be like rubbing off, and it like I don't even know the words I'm looking for. I think it's pilling. It does that anyway if you put it on too soon after moisturiser. So I put my moisturiser on about 10 minutes ago. So I'm going to do 3 pumps. Oh, satisfying sound. And then I'm just gonna rub it, put it all on, and this really does brighten up your complexion. It makes, well, my skin anyway, I mean, I don't have particularly bad skin. I don't have highly coloured, like I don't have lots of pigmentation in my skin, and I don't have a lot of blemishes and things. I do at certain times of the month. I get blemishes under here. They're not blemishes, they're where I pick hairs out my chin. My husband's favourite saying is, would you leave your chin alone? Because I'm always sitting there like that, you know, when you're watching a film, and then you're trying to do it without tweezers because you can't find your tweezers, and then your nails like click together and it goes through me. Oh. So can you see how it really, really brightens your skin? I do really, really rate this product. I think that is £35. And I suppose it's a lot of money because you then have to put a foundation over the top of it. I mean, you don't. You could just go out like that because it really does go jump for your skin, and it just makes my skin feel alive, really. I don't know if you can tell the difference from before I had it on to now, but you can really sort of see the sheen on my skin. It leaves you quite glowy. And I really like that. I'm all for products that make me glow because I just do. I just like that healthy. I like my skin to look healthy and feel healthy. The reason I have bought these products is because I was in quite a rut with my makeup anyway, and I was on the market for new. Are you on the market or in the market? I think I might have been in the market for new makeup. And I just like the idea of this. I like that coupled with that is my makeup, my whole makeup bar. There's one other product that I've had to start using, which isn't in this range, and a mascara, because as yet she doesn't do a mascara. I think it's on the cards, but not as yet. So everything comes in these stackable tubs, and then you break them off like that. So everything that you buy arrives like that. That is an empty tub that you get with your BFF cream. So that comes with it, and you can decant that in. So if I'm going on holiday, then I can do that. So, and it's basically for women to allow the beauty of their own skin to shine through without being heavily, heavily caked in makeup. And I have to say that over the last couple of weeks, it's been quite hard to get used to, because I am somebody who does, you know, I'm a foundation wearer, and I know there are a lot of people out there that probably don't wear foundation, but I like foundation, I like concealer. So this has been quite a transition for me to put this on my face and to kind of be a bit barer, if you know what I mean, so that you're a bit more on show almost. So the next product that I'm going to use is the Just a Touch foundation, and I have got the colour Amelia. Now if you don't know anything about Trinny London products, very quickly, you go online, you enter your name, and then you go into it's called Match to Me. You put your hair colour, you put your eye colour, you put your skin colour. If you don't know what skin sort of tone you've got, there's millions of different examples of this girl and this girl and this girl, and you can, not necessarily looking at the hair colour, but looking at their skin tone, and they are talking about how their skin reacts in the sun and all different things like that. So you can get a really good idea of what skin tone you are. And then it sort of, I suppose, you know, if you have your colours done like for your clothes, so it tells you what colours suit your skin tone. Well, it's exactly the same, but the makeup version. So all of these colours were churned out for me, for my makeup tone. It wasn't just these, there was, the foundation was sort of not made for me, but that was the foundation they recommended, and the concealer was what they recommended. But the eye colour, the lip colour, the cheek colour, and the bronzer, and I think there's like a highlighter, they were sort of, the bronzer, they told me which bronzer to buy, and they told me which highlighter to buy. The lipstick I chose out of probably about 6 that were said that they would suit me. The same with the cheeks, the same with the eyes. So it's just kind of, you can go on the website, you can look at I was going to say look at the patients, that's because I've been in work. Look at the women wearing the colours and think, well, I really like how that colour looks on her, or that colour looks browner than I thought on her. So you get a really good idea of what colours you want. So anyway, there you go. So I was chosen, it was a colour Amelia for my face. So again, like I say, this is a product, they all come in little pots like this, which you don't think is going to last you very long, but I've barely touched the top of it, and I've worn this, have I worn it every day for 2 weeks? Maybe not every day, but definitely, I don't think I've worn it for work, and I probably worked about 4 of the days. The reason I haven't worn it for work is just because it just feels, the products just feel too nice, stupidly, to waste at work. And the BFF cream especially, because it's an SPF of 30, well, when I'm at work, you may as well be in a dungeon, because we don't get natural light, I'm not outside, I don't really need an SPF, I don't get any fresh air, so it almost seems a waste to wear such a beautiful product that has an SPF in it. The problem I'm finding, however, is that because I'm so used to this beautiful product on my face, when I'm not wearing it and I look at my skin, I'm like, oh God, I hate my skin. So I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place really with these products, because when I'm not wearing them, I want to be wearing them. So, but that's probably, you know, testament to what they're like. I'm going to try and do the majority of this with my fingers, because I want to show you that you don't need fancy brushes. I only own 3 brushes and I've had them all for about 10 years. And I don't think I've ever washed them. So I just hope you can see that it's a really good colour match, and it's actually, I don't know if you can tell, quite a wet product. So I'm just going to go, so it is, I'm really quite impressed with how they do match your skin. And because it's called Just a Touch, so you basically just put it where you need it, and because the base that you've got on is quite serumy feeling, no one's going to notice if you don't put any on your forehead, because it'll just sort of blend in. And I don't really feel like I need a great deal on my forehead. My highly sort of, if I've got any discoloration on my face, it's like this area here. So this is the bit where I just need, and I get a bit of a red chin, no idea why. So yeah, so it just sort of feels really nice, and it feels like you really only need just a touch. Don't tend to put a great deal over my top lip. I'm just going to look in this, I've got a mirror here. I'm going to look in this mirror. See, I've put it here, I haven't put it there, but you can't tell. There's no obvious, this is where my makeup stops, or this is where my makeup stops. So, you know, you have to do the whole double chin thing so that you can blend it all in. But it does look really nice. So, oh, sorry, God, I wore some waterproof mascara yesterday. It was Maybelline. Was it Maybelline? Anyway, what a mess. Honestly, about 3 times through the day, people kept saying, you've got mascara up here. And I was like, oh God. And you can't get it off. It just wouldn't come off. I got in the car last night, I looked like Alice Cooper. It was all down here. I thought, what an absolute state, because it had been so hot. And I thought, how is that waterproof? Maybelline. So, so that's all I'm going to put on of that. And it's literally just a touch. So, and because I'm only going out for coffee, I don't want to be dead heavily made up. I want to think I've made a bit of an effort, like, but not to be caked in makeup. Oh shit, oh shit. Next product I'm going to use is called the BFF Eye. So this is along the same sort of premise as this, as in very serumy, very hydrating. This has, I've listened to Trinny talk about what it's got in it. It's got some sort of, I won't say sulfuric acid, I'm sure it's not that, because I'm sure that's a really bad thing. But it's got some sort of acidy something that does something amazing under your eyes, and it's very serumy and it's hydrating, and it doesn't feel like a concealer, it feels like an eye cream. I have very dark shadows under my eyes, and this is the part of the makeup that has been the biggest transition for me. Because I normally put quite a heavy concealer under my eyes, then I put a sort of light corrector under my eyes, and then I powder. And that's that's what I've done for years. So to put this on, I just felt, well, I'll show you, it just felt really, really strange because it's very sheer. So you could still sort of see my shadows through it. And I have always had dark shadows under my eyes. I remember when I was at school, the teacher calling my mum in, when I was probably about 7, maybe 6, the teacher calling my mum in and saying, I just want to ask you what time Emma goes to bed. I don't know why I'm speaking like that, because she didn't speak like that. And because of the dark shadows. And my mum said, look, she's just got dark shadows and that's just the way it is. But ever since then, I've had a proper complex about them. So thanks for that, Mrs. Hall. So that's one eye done and the other eye not done. So you can see the difference, and it sort of does lift it slightly, but it's not a heavy coverage at all. And that for me has been the biggest change to my makeup routine. And so I'm just going to do that eye as well. It's so serumy. The problem with the makeup, the way I was doing it was very cakey. So after a few hours I'd look, and because I'm that age where I have, you know, when I smile I get lines under my face, lines under my eyes. So everything just collects in there. And when you're putting powder under your eyes as well, then, you know, a couple of hours later it just did not look nice. So that is how I was doing. So that's what I've been doing. And I really like it. I like that it's so hydrating under the eye. But I have to layer this product. I have to put a couple of layers on to get the level of coverage that I want. And if you don't have dark shadows under your eyes, then you won't need to do this, but I do. Because I have dark shadows under my eyes. And unfortunately, creams that profess to eliminate dark shadows, it's just not even, there's just no way it can ever do that. I always feel better in the summer when I have a little bit of a tan on my face, because the difference between the darkness of my eyes and the colour of my skin isn't so massive, whereas in the winter I look like bloody Morticia half the time. And because I'm always tired, because I've either always come off a night shift, or I'm about to do a night shift, or I've just done 5 days on the run or something. So that is my base. I mean, obviously I'm talking to you, so it's making it longer, but that is it. It's dead quick, dead easy. I would be happy, I mean, whack a bit of mascara on, I would have to, but I'd be quite happy to go out like that if I was running to the shops and things. I mean, I go out without makeup. I'm not one of those that will not be seen without her makeup. I will happily go out without makeup on. I get a bit conscious and I'm aware I've got no makeup on, but I think, you know, if I had to, like that, I don't think people would go, oh my God. You know, it feels glowy, it feels lovely, my skin feels very, what's the word? Not united. What's the word? Anyway, it feels like, I can't think of the word I'm after. If I think of the word I'm trying to say, I'll put it there, because when I watch this video back, I tell you, I will think of the word, because I do that all the time. It feels like as one. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, let me just have a slurp. Right, so now I am going to just put, I'll do my eyes. So I've got one product, which is an eyeshadow, and it is called, it's like that, and it's called Victory. Again, I'm just going to do it with my finger. So it's a lovely sort of coppery gold colour, and when you've got blue eyes, this is a really nice sort of shade. I've got quite hooded eyes. If I put makeup just there, you open your eye and it completely disappears. So I have to go quite high onto that sort of orbital bone there. Is that what it's called? I'm just making this shit up, girls. It's probably not your orbital bone at all. I think it might be, you know. I might have actually learned something from the makeup videos that I've watched for the past 10 years. because I haven't learned a great deal else. And again, I just love the product. I love the feel of it. So it's one of those products, it's, you know how people go, it's your skin but better. And it is. It's sort of the colour of the lid of my eye. And obviously I haven't got a coppery coloured eyelid, but it just makes it a nice colour. And I am all for products that you can smoosh it all into your face with your fingers. I mean, I'm all for that. And there's so many times when we're going somewhere and I'm not ready and I end up having to do my makeup. Oh, excuse me, there's my coffee. I end up having to do my makeup sitting in the car. Well, this is ideal. Because you can, because you don't need brushes, you barely need a mirror. The only thing I am going to do, if I can just find, I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Oh, there it is. Right. A teeny tiny brush, has no make, had it for 10 years. And I'm just going to smooch, and that smoosh. And I'm literally just going to run a little bit of that under the eye there. And it just sort of brightens it, softens it. I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. It's just about experimenting. But I do think that cream shadows just look nice. And I have been surprised by the longevity of the products, because at the end of the day, these are cream products. So going to pop on, oh, I know what I will do. Eyebrows. Not very good with eyebrows. I've got the Tanya Burr Selfie Sculpt pen. The more sun my face gets, even just wandering around, you know, not necessarily sitting in the sun, the more sun my face gets, the lighter my eyebrows go, because before I was grey, I was actually naturally blonde. And my eyebrows just disappear. So I've only probably in the last couple of years actually started doing something with my eyebrows, which I know, shock horror. I only pluck them. I don't have anything weird and wonderful done, and I don't think I would ever have them microbladed or anything like that, just because I don't like a heavy eyebrow look. I mean, that, a little soft sort of ashy blonde pencil, I even look at that and think, ooh, eyebrows. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm not used to it. And then this is the Soap and Glory Thick and Fast. I do like this mascara. I'm only using it because, God, that Maybelline one was utterly awful. And I bought another one, I think it's a Primark one. Primark. And is it that one? 3D Lash Effect. And it's all right. And it's quite long. It's a lot longer lasting than the bloody Maybelline, and that's £2. But I want to use this up, and then I'm just going to look in this mirror for this. I'm probably going to treat myself to, I've had quite a few recommendations from you guys on mascaras, because I have got absolutely rubbish eyelashes. Probably would be better, oh look, probably would be better if I was to curl them, but my eyelash curlers broke about 7 years ago and I've never replaced them. So that's that. But there's a girl at work that wears this mascara, and her eyelashes, honest to God, they're absolutely amazing. And about 30 of us all bought this mascara because her eyelashes look so amazing, but we were all bitterly disappointed, I think, because we haven't got her eyelashes. So I'm just putting a few coats on. I am going to do the bottom lashes. There's a lot of people when they do a natural makeup that don't put mascara on their bottom eyelashes, and they look amazing, but it just looks like I've forgotten to do my bottom eyelashes. So I do them, and I will put a few coats of this on. Oh, do you know what? I can't talk, but I hate putting mascara on. The amount of watery eyes I've had from putting mascara on, poking myself in the bloody eye. I haven't a clue what time it is. I'm probably It's going to be so late. But my makeup will be amazing. And then just those bottom lashes. I don't wear liner. I wish I knew how to do a winged liner, but I don't. I've watched so many tutorials, but I just can't do it. Oh, for God's sake. See what I mean? It just goes everywhere. I'm so bloody clumsy when it comes to mascara. Just going to go in with another little thin coat of this. This brush has got like two parts to it. There's like a flat part and a round part. I haven't a clue what you're supposed to do with them. I'm sure there's a way, a knack. Let me just clean up where I've gone on that skin there. That's it. I think it's just a little bit on there. And I know I shouldn't be using those types of cotton buds, but when they've run out, I promise I won't ever buy any more. So the next thing I'm going to use is a bronzer. This looks super scary in the pot. This is in the colour Sawala. And literally just going to sort of use it more as a bit of a contour, really. She does do a contour product, but I mean, do you know what? It wouldn't matter what products you were using. It's just, I think it's just nice sometimes to see somebody who's not a professional, and I am not a professional, smooshing makeup into their face, isn't it? And just to kind of go, oh yeah, that looks all right, that looks quite nice. I could do that. I don't have those exact products, but I have something similar that I could use. So I like a little bit of bronzer, and I put a little bit of bronzer just down my nose as well, just because I just want it to look like I've not been in work for the last, you know, week straight. I want it to, people to think, has she just come back from the south of France? Not, has she just crawled out from under a rock? So, yeah, so it's just, that looks, am I even? I'm just going to look in this mirror here just to see, make sure I'm even. I mean, you can be as heavy-handed or not as you want to with these products. And then I'm going to use a product called Starlight, which is a highlighter. And it looks like that. Again, any cream highlighter will do. Pull your skin taut like that, pull it like that. And then just, again, put that. You can be quite rough because you're not going to rub, you've not got a powdery product on, so you're not going to rub it off. So you can be, and then I like to just pop a little bit just under that brow bone, just on the end of my nose. And it's just really glowy. Please tell Joey my face will be glowy. Friends reference. And then I have a product called Cha Cha, which is a lip to cheek. So this is a product, surprisingly, that you can put on your cheeks and your lips. Now, I love it as a cheek product, not overly keen on it as a lip product. The reason being, it's too dry. What you're supposed to do is put it on your lips, and then you're supposed to put a gloss over the top. And I have got the lip gloss in Maddie, which is that colour. And the lip gloss on its own is lovely. Not massively long lasting, I have to say, but it is nice, and it just gives you that wash of colour. This actually comes out this colour. It's got a massive payoff. It's too much for me. I'm not a bright lip person. I wore a lipstick very, very similar to this. In fact, do you know something? I bet I've still got it in here somewhere, because that is the type of minger that I really, truly am. Oh no, I haven't. I can't find it. Ah, here, look. This, bear in mind I've been married for nearly 20 years. This is the colour lipstick that I wore on my wedding day. Look, I mean, look at that. That is it, that's it to the top. And, oh, and I will never, ever, ever. It doesn't even smell bad. And it's Aegean Coral by Estee Lauder. And I wore that on my wedding day. And I always used to wear colours like that. And, it, you know, if you actually look, it's not a far cry. It's a little bit warmer, maybe, this colour. This is a bit brighter. So I did always used to wear colours like that. But these days, I'm more of a pinky nude. Always in the market for a good pinky nude. So I'm going to show you this as a cheek product. And it's literally just on the apples of your cheeks. And you see, it is a really good colour payoff. Don't worry, I'm not going to leave it like that. And then get a clean finger or one without the product on and just sort of spread it around. So it just gives you a flush, really, of colour rather than a thick sort of amount of colour. I do have a Clarins cream blusher, which is a very, very similar colour, and any cream blusher really would do, but I really, oh, just feel like that. I really, really like that. I think it really finishes the makeup off lovely. So, and then this is the Maddie, and this is a lip glow. I'm just going to wipe my fingers because I've still got mascara and powder and all kinds on them. So I think this, I do like this product, but I don't think I would waste 20 quid on one of these again. I don't know, I just don't find it that long lasting. It's very creamy, but it's kind of like not creamy enough for me. It's like, you see how, yeah, it goes on, but it doesn't give a massive amount of glow, considering it's called a lip glow. But it does just give you that enough that you've got something on your lips. It's a difficult one for me, this, because I'm a proper lip glossy type person. And again, this is another way of, this is where it's been a big change as well. So, but I mean, you know, I'm the queen of like lip glossy, this kind of thing. I think what I'm probably going to do, this is a Victoria's Secret lip gloss, and I'm just going to shove, and I mean a teeny tiny bit, I'm literally just going to put it onto my fingers and just put that over the top, and that's it. And I just feel that that is a little bit, that will last. These Victoria's Secret lip glosses really do last. And then hair, I said I was going to talk about hair, bear with. Okay, so that's the finished makeup, and I just love it. I love it. My skin feels hydrated, it feels glowy, it feels fresh. I feel like if I saw this woman, I would think, wow, her skin looks amazing. And she looks like she's been to some sort of day spa and had some sort of dead expensive treatment, when in fact she's just used Lidl face wash. But it's testament to these products, and I do really, really rate them. They are expensive. The whole lot for everything that I bought cost me nearly £200, and I know that is an absolutely magnificent amount of money. But I was about to buy a new bronzer, and I used the Chanel, it's the Bronze Universal, I think it's called, which is £40. I was about to buy a foundation, and that was £28. I was about to buy a new Touche Éclat for under my eyes, they're best part of £30. So when you actually add everything together, yes, it's a lot of money. I know that I will never have to spend that amount of money again. I know that probably in a few months' time I'll need the BFF cream. I think if you're going to invest, get the BFF cream, get the Just a Touch foundation. They're the products, they're the winners for me. I think you could basically put anything else on your face, and I think if you'd got that as your base, it would make the difference. Hair-wise, I I washed my hair on Monday night. I think I went to bed with it wet. Spent yesterday looking like Wurzel Gummidge. And then this morning I have literally saturated it with water. I've not washed it again. I've saturated it with water, scrunched it with a towel, and then I've used this L'Oreal Dual Styler. Can you see that? Dual Styler Bouncy and Tender, which I think is how I like to describe myself. And it's basically like two products. So there's like an inner tube, which you can see, and an outer tube. And you have to press on the button. It's very technical. You have to press on the button there, and then it delivers you a bit of the inner tube and a bit of the outer tube. I have no idea what either of them are. It's basically like a cream and a gel in one. So I've been using that. Would I repurchase it? I don't know. I think there's probably other... I think it was about 10 quid, and I got that from the wholesalers. There's probably other products out there that do the job just as well for £2.99. So, and then the Turn Up the Curl Aussie, which I do love and I do rate. I put a little bit of that on after, and I do also have the Aussie hairspray as well, which I haven't put any of on. So that is my makeup. I will quickly get changed and then I will show you what I am wearing. But yeah, I hope you agree that this makeup does look lovely. I feel like it looks really lovely. So I'm probably going to be so late for my friend. I'll see you in a minute. So this is the outfit. So I am under here. Oh, I'm wearing my... Oh my God, get off. I'm wearing my jeans, which I think you've all seen before, which were from Primark, where I got them from a charity shop, like a khaki green. With them, I'm wearing my gold, no, not gold, silver, like an espadrille, which I love, which were from Primark, but they were my mum's and I nicked them out of her wardrobe. I've got a White Company t-shirt on, which I did actually buy from the White Company, and it's got a little thing on there that says love, and I love it. And then I'm wearing a necklace, which I picked up for about £1 in a charity shop. All my jangly janglies, my jacket, which I picked up in a charity shop originally from Next, and it's a little bit too big for me. It's a size 16, but it's just oversized. I love the colour. I love the combo of green and green. I think that looks really nice. And then I've got my handbag, which I bought last weekend in a charity shop. It's a Vera Pell, whoever she is. And I just wanted, bloody necklace. I just wanted something that wasn't brown and that wasn't a colour, little, that I could just wear on days like this. So I really like that. So that is my outfit. I shall couple that with them, even though, you know, we can but hope. And that is me. And my Get Ready With Me. And I am wearing, for reference, that perfume, which is by Clarins, which is absolutely the perfect summer scent. So that is it. So I just need to put my earrings in, put my rings on, and I'm going. And Charlotte, if you're watching, I will be there. I'm sorry I'm late. So that is it from me. Like I say, if you enjoyed this video, then please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I will be back towards, it's probably going to be the weekend, with a book review. So I've read a few books over the last 4 or 5 weeks, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to let you know, Rotten Tomatoes, which are the good, which are the bad, which are the indifferent. I am currently working my way through To the Lighthouse by Virginia Woolf, and I'll save that for another video. I'll let you know how I'm getting on with it. So yeah, have a great day, have a great week whenever it is that you're watching this. And yeah, go play about with your makeup, curl your hair, and wear charity shop clothes and laser bling. And I will see you all really soon in my next video. Take care, guys. Bye.